Welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and today focus on the euro dollar and cable, of course. Very interesting how the euro dollar is stuck between 117 and 118. Very delicate situation. Let's take a look right now. Let's start with the 4-hour chart. You can see the breakout happening last week, and we've had a retracement, of course. That is not so strange. Break, pullback, continuation. But is this a pullback or a new downtrend? For me, the key level, the key border between that is 117, 117.25 to be precise. So price has bounced already once at that level. Now it's attempting to break or bounce again. So the main question here is going to be, will it bounce or break? And that will decide, I think, whether we get a bigger bullish reaction or do we get a new trend to the downside. So that's a very important key decision zone in my view. If we do get the bullish bounce, then the next step would be to take a look at this trend line and see if we can get the follow through of the bullish breakout. We didn't get that breakout yesterday. We had a bounce and price approached resistance, but then it just reacted and went straight back to that support. So the next step, if we were to get this bounce, is the breakout. That would be a confirmation, or the second confirmation of a bigger move up. And the target for the moment is 119.20, the minus 272 target as mentioned already on Sunday, and then even the minus 61.8 target right at 120, the psychological round level. And we could even extend that later on, maybe even to double top, or not necessarily double top, but the previous top at around 120.80. So those were the targets for the moment to the upside. Downside targets, well, let's take a look at a bit higher time frame for that, like this daily chart, and we need to start putting back this fib, as I already did before, and the main target of the bearish breakout is 115/114.70, and if price were to break below that, then 113.25/113. all right, maybe even down to 112.50, which is also a psychological quarter level. So those would be the targets for the downside. What I would like to see is basically, let me get rid of this fib like this, is basically for price to show a breakout and then a bear flag and continuation. So for that, I need to see break, pullback, continuation, and I would be trading it to the downside. We are also at the support trend line trying to break through it, but don't forget we still have this horizontal support to deal with. So what I would like to see is a break like this, a bear flag, and I would be trading the continuation from 116.75-ish roughly down to or 116.50 down to 115. That's the pattern I'm looking for. With regard to a break of the upside here too, I wouldn't mind to see a break, flag, and continuation. With regard to this particular spot, I think maybe looking at the 4-hour chart could be good. If there are bullish engulfing twins here, that probably already indicates a likely breakout. If we have a bearish candle on the 4-hour chart breaking through support like this, then that also is probably a good signal that in the near future, maybe after some consolidation or maybe faster, there could be that bearish continuation. Price should not, in that case, if it does break, should not basically go back above 117.50 up in here. And if price does show engulfing twins to the upside, then price should not go below this support level. So, depending on the candlestick patterns, I think on the 4-hour chart is a decent time frame to look at that. I would be placing the stop loss either above this zone or below this zone, and just waiting for kind of candlestick patterns to confirm the upside or downside on this 4-hour chart, basically. All right. So that's about it, I think, for the euro dollar at the moment. It's a tricky spot, interesting spot. Could basically provide some interesting trades if we get a direction kind of signal on these time frames. Let's take a look now at the pound. Let me redo this so that we have a clear vision. All right. Now, this is the hourly chart. In the hourly chart, we're still in this pretty neat uptrend channel like this, and you can see that nicely connecting the tops and bottoms, we get this channel. For the moment, though, there is divergence between these tops, so I wouldn't be surprised if price does break below this channel. All right, so if we do get a breakout here like this, pattern flag, that flag could also be interesting for a short and continuation down to retest the support at the bottom of the range right in here. That's one thing I'm looking for. The other thing could be on a 4-hour chart, you can see that price is relatively close to the top All right, so if it does continue upwards, then looking at the bearish engulfing reversal candlestick patterns up in here also is something to keep in mind. All right, something on the 4-hour chart up in here. So if it makes that one more push up, that should create maybe a double or perhaps even a triple divergence on the lower time frames. Looking for bearish candlestick patterns there could be an interesting short with the target halfway and maybe the second target at the bottom of that range. So those are the two main things, a reversal here or a breakout here, bearish in that case. Now, the daily perspective is something that still remains to be seen. There could be not only a bearish breakout, in that case I would need to see a daily candle break below support like this, but there could also still be a bullish breakout. In that case, I would need to see a daily candle break through this resistance zone, a daily candle with a good strength, a good size, candle closing the high, and breaking above this resistance zone. If there is a daily candle like that to the upside or to the downside, then that could be the breakout signal on this daily time frame that I'm looking for. All right, so on the daily chart, everything is still open, price is in a range, and I think that we still need to wait for the breakout direction. On lower time frames, I think that basically this range could continue, and considering the fact that it's close to the top of the range, I think that there is a better chance for price to get back to, roughly at the bottom. It doesn't have to go exactly to the bottom, but let's say anywhere in this zone, that's where the price might, reach if we get a continuation of this range, either below the breakout of the channel or from the top. All right, check out elitecurrency.com for more free articles, free analysis, free material, ECS start package you can find on the homepage, and wish you good trading. Cheers.